Hello again in day number 94. My name is Mary and our story's title today is The Last of the Judges. As soon as Samuel grew up, he began to go among the tribes and tell the people what God wanted. If you will really come back with all your heart to the Lord God of Israel, put away the false gods and seek the Lord, then God will set you free from the Philistines. After Samuel's word, the people began to throw down the idols and pray to the God of Israel. Samuel called all the people to one place named Mizpah, close to Jerusalem. There he prayed for the people and asked God to forgive them for turning away from him. They confessed their wrongdoings and made a solemn promise to serve the Lord. When the Philistines on the plain beside the Great Sea heard of this meeting, they feared the Israelites were about to break away from their rule. So they sent an army to drive the Israelites away to their homes and keep them under the rule of the Philistines. When the Israelites saw the Philistines coming against them, they were very afraid. The Philistines were men of war, with swords, shields, and spears, and they were trained in fighting. It was more than 20 years since the Israelites had fought the Philistines and been beaten by them. They had no weapons or training, and they felt helpless. Samuel took a lamb and offered it to the Lord, and as an offering for the people. And he prayed mightily for God to help Israel. God heard his prayer. Just as the Philistines were rushing on the helpless men of Israel, there came a great storm with rolling thunder and flashing lightning. Such storms are rare in that area, and this one was so heavy, it frightened the Philistines. They threw down their spears and swords in terror and ran away. The men of Israel picked up these arms and followed the Philistines, killing many of them and winning a great victory. After this defeat, the Philistines stayed away from the land of Israel as long as Samuel ruled as judge over the tribes. He was the 15th of the judges and the last. Samuel lived many years and ruled the people wisely. He taught the Israelites to worship the Lord God and to put away their idols. While Samuel ruled, there was peace in all the tribes, and no enemies came from the lands around to do harm to the Israelites. And that was the word of the Lord. Now we come to our discussion questions. Number 1. What did Samuel tell the people God really wanted them to do? What did Samuel tell the people God really wanted them to do? Number 2. What did God promise to do if they did that? Number 2. What did God promise to do if they did that? Number 3, how did the Israelites feel about fighting the Philistines? Why? Number 3, how did the Israelites feel about fighting the Philistines? Why? Number 4, what happened to the Philistines? Number 4, what happened to the Philistines? And that was the end of our questions today. Thank you again for attending another beautiful story. And thank you for listening. I hope you're enjoying that as much as I am. I'm having a ball of fun. I'm also studying the same book and answering all the questions in a notebook, private of my own. And I'm just really excited about studying the Bible in English, because my first language is Arabic and I always studied it in my own language. So that's why it's a bit of a challenge for me. Anyway, thank you again for attending, and we'll talk soon. Bye.